So my name is Cassie Christine, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I have a couple of original songs here on YouTube, but I am going to start vlogging. So I actually live in Oklahoma right now, and I'm kind of just going to be documenting my journey in music. I have lived on YouTube for years. I feel like YouTube is like my home. Way back in 2007 and 2008 probably, I would stay up till 3 a.m. watching Katie Johnson on YouTube. YouTube is my social media of choice for sure. But yeah, so my sisters are actually on YouTube also. So they have had channels for years, and so I've vlogged with them a million times over. So Bethany Grace and Audrey Lauren are both on here. So I've kind of been in this YouTube thing for a little bit, but I haven't at all because I haven't had my own channel. So this is my debut, kind of, because I do have a couple of songs up here, but this is my debut vlogging style. So I'm going to be kind of documenting my entire journey. So I'm going to be doing vlogging and showing me practicing my songs and doing vocal lessons and recording in the vocal booth and laying down a guitar track in the studio. And then I'll also be doing some fun stuff, in 2.5 weeks I'm going to be in New York helping my sisters move for 2.5 weeks. So that's kind of confusing, but yes, you heard 2.5 weeks twice. But yeah, so that'll be kind of some cool New York City footage. My favorite place in the entire world. So yeah, I'll be there, and that'll be fun to watch. And then I'll also have some original songs up. I'll have covers of my favorite songs, original music videos, all kinds of cool stuff. So we're gonna figure this out. I'm not a videographer. So the music video that I have up right now, I did completely myself, so don't judge me too hard. I'm gonna kind of just be sharing my whole life, guys. So I know for me, watching my favorite artists and stuff like that record in the studio, and their songwriting process and all that kind of stuff is so interesting to me. So I thought it would be kind of fun to share with you guys, and then mostly just for me to look back at my journey will be really cool too. So I guess I'll kind of tell you who I am and what my story is. So I am a singer-songwriter, and music is my life, but it wasn't always this way. So pretty much my whole life I was obsessed with music. I love to sing. My dad would play this game with me in the car. He would turn on the radio, and we really only listened to Christian music back then. Hey K-Love. But he would be like, "Who's this song?" And I wouldn't know the song or anything. I would just hear by their voice, or be able to figure it out by their voice, who the artist was. Always obsessed. I think I was 4 years old when I told, or maybe 3, when I told my mom, "Hey Mom, I'm going to be a singer when I grow up." And she's like, "Okay, great. You're going to be a great singer, Cassie." And so it was always in the back of my mind, and I was always my, in a dream, that would be it, in another life, kind of a thing. But I know that the music world is literally insane, and I really I guess I just wasn't confident enough in myself, and so I never pursued it, because if you don't try, then you can't fail, and it was that important to me that I really didn't want to fail at it. And so I have had a long journey of, I think I was in 3rd grade or something like that, and I took 3 months of vocal lessons, and vocal and piano, and my teacher was like, "Piano, whatever, but don't ever stop singing." And I think 2 weeks later I quit. So it was self-sabotage 101. That was me. But I guess I was 16 or 17 when I really was what is my purpose? Why am I here on this earth? You know, the quintessential, you look up into the great big sky and you look up at the stars and the planets, and you're like, who am I? And why have you put me here, Lord? And so I really was just craving purpose and fulfillment, and so I kind of was just in prayer and trying to figure out who the heck Cassie was. and I always wanted like a thing, like it felt like at the time everybody else in the entire world had like a thing that they were good at and that they focused on, and like it was basically a synonym with their name, like soccer or like gymnastics or art or whatever. And I was like, I want that thing so bad, and I knew what that thing was. I just wouldn't like admit it to myself because I didn't want to fail at it. And so it was kind of always in me. But anyways, 17, 18, go to college, and I went for a communications degree, and literally I was there for 1 semester, and I was like, what am I doing here? I'm wasting so much time. I'm wasting so much money. I have no fulfillment out of this. Like, I feel like I'm just going through the motions because that's what you do when you turn 18. You go to college and whatever. And I knew I wanted to work with people. I love people. And so I picked communications because I didn't know what the heck else I was going to do. And like, college was great, and I liked the school, and I met a bunch of people that I really love, but I was just like, what am I doing? And so I really just started being honest with myself and got on my knees and prayed, and God was like, you know, you have to do what I created you to do, and showed me again and again and again. And I was sitting there making coffee one day, and this phrase just popped into my mind, and God was like, you're not great, but I'm great for you. Basically, I was just being super prideful and didn't want to fail and didn't want to be embarrassed and super insecure, which is awful. And I feel like a ton of people are like that these days, and they just let fear get in between them and their dreams. And it was really hard. Like, I'm not gonna say that dropping out of college and everybody being like, okay, but so when are you gonna go back? And I'm like, no, you guys, like, you don't understand. I'm leaving college. Why would I leave college and plan on going back? Like, what? So ignore the doubters and the haters. Hate is gonna hate. That was the single ladies thing. That wasn't Taylor Swift. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so it's been definitely a journey. That was like 4 years ago, I think. Yeah, 4 years ago. 2013. Wow, what a year, 2013. Since then, I have learned how to write songs. I have gotten better at writing songs and gotten better at writing songs and written a freaking million songs. And I feel like I'm finally to a place where I like the songs that I'm writing. I learned guitar-ish. Freaking guitar is so hard, you guys. And yeah, I look back on what my my piano teacher told me about, like, the piano singing great. That's pretty much me. That is still true to this day. I basically use my instruments to help me write songs, and to help me show people my songs. So don't hire me as a studio instrumentalist. I'm not great. So I've always thought about having a YouTube channel. I love YouTube. My sisters are both on YouTube, and I've been kind of, I think on Bethany's channel, I edited her very first video ever. It was, well, the first two. The first one was super embarrassing. Is a Forever 21, I think, clothing haul of me and her showing what we got at Forever 21. I think it was like metallic, like crosses all over all of our clothes. And then the second one was a Taylor Swift vlog, and that was the best freaking day of our lives. Like, oh my gosh, we got pulled up to the front row. Good memories. Okay, so always like thought about having a YouTube channel and everything, but I'm always like, what are people gonna watch me do? Like, I live in Oklahoma, I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna come home, and I'm gonna practice guitar, and I'm gonna do vocal lessons, and I'm gonna write songs, and whatever. People are gonna watch me sit in this room or be a server. Which, to all the servers out there, you're my people. I understand you. That was my life for 5 years. And I developed carpal tunnel like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, and it finally kind of just pushed me into needing to walk away from serving. So I'm really excited, and it's gonna be a cool journey, and we're gonna figure it out along the way. So thank you for watching. Comment down below like what you want to see and what you think would be interesting from a singer-songwriter's point of view. And I'm not a pro at like anything, so don't get this wrong, but I'm gonna kind of just show you my day-to-day. So yeah, let me know what you think would be interesting, if you want to hear more stories, if you want to see more covers, all that kind of stuff. And then subscribe please, because you would make my day, absolutely. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy what I have got on this channel. See ya!